1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday, Molly. Happy birthday, Molly.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Molly.
Molly Bain is fabulous. The only animal name that rhymes with that is platypus. But she's far more than we can assess. She's Molly Bain. Woohoo!
Happy birthday to Molly. Happy birthday,
Molly. You're finally turning 40.
Happy birthday, Molly.
Happy birthday, Molly.
Happy birthday, Molly.
Happy birthday, Molly.
Of Canadian TV.
Happy birthday, Molly. I love Molly because she's an incredible writer and friend.
Molly is a gentle soul who knows how to tell a good story.
I remember meeting Molly in our Madam Moon workshop with Stacy Waite a bunch of years back and reading her poems and thinking, I want her to be my friend. And I remember that she gave the smartest feedback that really got to the heart of each poem, no matter how far along it was or, what that poem needed. And I remember really vividly how everyone listened so closely to what she said. She has this really natural authority, I think, because she is so much herself.
Molly is able to connect with her art. She has writings, theater productions, and videos that I've watched like 10 times and still tear up every time.
You're a passionately creative person.
Creative.
And creative.
She's creative.
Creativity.
Happy birthday, Molly Bain, you fabulous creature, you. You're going to make the UP as hot as Yoknapatawpha. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's real.
She's also super funny.
Funny.
She's also hilarious. She will break into some kind of improvised dance or physical comedy thing at home that just has us on the floor laughing.
So my favorite story of Molly is visiting Jay and Molly for the first time in Pittsburgh. And we were at a cafe and Jay had tripped and had accidentally hit Molly when he was recovering. And Molly had noticed that a few people had turned their heads to see what had happened. And she took that opportunity to say, "That's right, everybody. He punched me in the face."
Let's be honest. My favorite memory of Molly is Jay, Molly, and I curled up on my bed talking and me having to say, "Jesus Christ, Molly, I am right here."
This is a sheet of ice, and I want you all to imagine that it is midnight on the winter solstice, and I am being forced on a walk by Molly Bain at midnight, and then all four of us, hand in hand, slipped and fell.
Hello, Molly. Today is a special day. It is
Hi, Molly.
Hi, Molly.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Love you.
We love you.
Love you.
I gotta go.
Bye-bye.
It's
Happy birthday, dear Molly.
We love you so much.
Molly.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Molly. Love you.
Happy birthday, Molly.
Happy birthday, Molly.
One of my favorite memories of you is picking you and Inez up at the airport, but not being able to get you because the feds had you. Interesting times.
Summer of 1995, the night before the flight back to the US, there's a goodbye party for Molly and Inez in Madrid, Spain. That's techno music. Molly! Yes? Let's do all these drugs. Ooh, what's that drink? It's wine and coke. Oh, disgusting. I'll try it. Yeah, let's smoke this weed. Like 50 times. Okay, you don't think we'll smell on the flight? Nah, no one will catch us. Okay.
My favorite Molly memory is the time when we took a plane from Detroit to Nashville together, and she held my hand tightly the entire time. My hand still remembers that pain and still hurts sometimes thinking of Molly. But I love her though.
Actually, tangentially, Molly, it is moment walking into my bedroom, smiling at me, and then vomiting in my closet.
Molly is magic.
We were all canoeing in northern Michigan probably about 15 years ago, and the JP capsized the canoe that she was in, and there were leeches in the river. And in order to make sure that her vagina was safe, she stripped naked and made this poor homosexual boy look inside of her vagina to make sure that there were no leeches. And to this day, JP is fully traumatized and Molly is fully comfortable.
Our favorite memory of Molly is when she once asked us if we ever got pantsed in high school.
No, she was asking us if we were ever worried about going to school because we would get pantsed.
Hooray, 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 hooray. Today's the day's your birthday. It's not the beaver or the bears. It's not the pickle or the pears. It's not next week or yesterday. Hooray, 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 hooray. Today's the day's your birthday. Happy 40th birthday, Molly. Yay!
Molly Bain is 40.
Happy birthday,
Molly Bain is 40. She's looking quite cavorty. Oh, Molly Bain is 40. Where the playing scene, walking among streets, fucking up the patriarchy with whimsy and ease. Oh, Molly Bain is 40. Molly Bain is 40. I hope to know her till I'm old and warty. Oh, Molly Bain is 40.
Happy birthday, Molly. Happy birthday, Molly. Happy birthday, Molly.
Happy birthday, Aunt Molly.
Molly. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Happy birthday, Auntie Molly.
Happy birthday, Molly.
I love you.
I love you.
I miss you.
We can't wait to see you.
Happy birthday, Molly.
I love you.
I love you. That's scripted, and I still screwed it up.
Happy birthday, Molly.
Molly, I love you. Have a wonderful birthday. You're the best sister-in-law ever. And going off script,
You're old.
you're old.
I'm sorry you're not very smart and not very good looking.
I love Molly because she's the most vaginally comfortable, queer, straight girl I have ever met.
Molly's a great lady, she always makes me smile. For her friends and family, she'll go the extra mile. So all the way from NorCal, I play this song to say, hello dearest Molly and happy birthday. Ooh, happy birthday.
I love Molly because 1, she's my niece, and 2, because she is Molly.
We love Molly because she's our Molly Dolly.
Molly is genuine.
Genuinely kind and generous.
I think Molly is like an incredible waterfall that leads in to a swimming hole at the bottom. Incredibly, like I said, ebullient and filled with vibrancy and energy, but leading into something deep and profound and still.
Molly is a walking melody.
Joyful presence.
Blue, laughter, poetry, queen music, fresh air.
Go ahead.
Mama's a fire truck.
Mama is a fire truck.
Molly is full of light. Big-hearted, exuberant, and incandescent.
Warm and caring.
And one of the kindest people I've ever met.
Kind-hearted.
Kind goddess spirit.
Genuinely kind.
She's kind in a deep way, a really sincere way, and she sees the beauty in other people in a way maybe that they can't see themselves.
Molly is so loving.
Loving.
You can tell that she wants to share her love just simply by being in her company.
Molly is feisty, adorable, and full of love.
Okay, so my favorite memory of Molly Bain is when she came to help me shovel my car out of an ice sheet that was actually covering a pile of decomposing leaves. And she came by to give me a shovel because I didn't have one. And as she was leaving, she saw this guy come over to try and help me. And he wasn't able to help because it was an ice sheath. But my phone was inside and she had texted me to see if everything was okay. I didn't know that she was texting me. So like an hour later, she comes back because she was so worried about me and this guy and my car. And so the two of us together, there was a lot of reversing and then car sliding and pushing the car. And after 45 minutes, we got the car free. And I will never forget how excited we were.
Molly is very unselfish. She is always thinking about others and how she can make the world a better place.
I love you very much, Molly Bain, because you are so generous.
You care deeply about people and are a wonderful and supportive friend.
While I know I've had friends before Molly Bain Fraunfelter, I can say that this Finnish stoic wallflower had not quite experienced anything like the bright, shining personality and beautiful person that Molly was before then. Our family did not always spontaneously burst into dance and song like we do these days. We did not just kind of start an operatic singing until really Molly showed us how to do that, which was just how to be unabashedly yourself and in the moment, and always also really aware of other people and asking them what they thought and really listening. Molly was a force to be reckoned with and still is.
One of my favorite stories of spending time with Molly Bain came so early in our friendship that I'm not sure if she actually has her own memories of this, but I was directing Blueprint, which is where I met Molly and Jay and David Garcia and all of the other people that were lovingly in that show. And it was probably February of about 2001, where we had gone out, David, Molly, and I, to buy some props for the Blueprint show. And I think I might have come out 24 hours earlier, maybe 48 if I'm really generous. And so I was walking through life in a state of existential terror. And Molly and David were excellent companions on that journey. But we walked into Meijer and there were huge Valentine's Day card displays. And Molly and David were just riffing in this queer, campy commentary on virtually everything that we saw. They were having a fantastic time. I felt like I was about to explode with a mixture of joy and terror. But I will never forget how Molly riffed on this display of Valentine's Day cards that included a card with Lance from NSYNC wishing you a happy Valentine's Day. And Molly just picked up this card and showed it to us and goes, "Oh, Lance, doesn't he just look like a Canadian lesbian?" And I was so confused. I didn't know what a Canadian lesbian would look like. I had no idea that it would resemble a boy group. I was filled with terror that I would have to come to account for myself in this new way of being that I found in the world. None of that ever came to pass, but I will forever remember that moment as a moment of both delight and terror, which I think should infuse all of the best friendships.
Happy birthday, Molly!
Happy birthday,
Molly! Yay!
I love Molly because she asks keen questions and is an attentive listener.
What I love about Molly is that she is such a good listener.
Such a good listener.
I love Molly for moonlit walks on country roads, ranting with shared consternation about parents who are missing something shockingly obvious.
I love Molly because she is fiercely smart.
Molly is a brilliant badass.
Molly is wonderful and sweet. Molly is inspirational.
Molly is inspiring.
Molly is a deep listener who has a way of making people feel really seen and understood.
One of the best memories I've ever had with you is sitting in a car and just talking about our lives and plotting and planning our improv show together. And it was so much fun to get on stage with you and didn't really know what we were going to do. But that's the beauty of you.
It's probably weird to say, but my favorite memory of Molly is from the week that I had cancer. And it was the week that Molly also got together with Jay, I'm pretty sure. And I was like, what's happening in the world? Like, the world feels upside down. It was right after September 11th. The world was in a weird moment. And I think Molly just said, like, I'm okay. You're okay. We're all okay. And we were.
On your 40th birthday, I want to talk to you a little bit about one of the most special gifts that you ever gave to me. And that was the ability to find a story within a song. I still credit you with being able to listen to music in a way that really affects your soul. I still have artists and songs that you recommended to me in the early 90s on my playlist. And I still really seek those stories and those storytellers who have something amazing to say.
I'm so grateful for all of the just mentoring that you gave me when I was just a wee little thing at Michigan. And then the friendship that we've had since has been so wonderful, and wishing you all the best and hoping that as you enter your Uranus opposition in your early 40s years, that all that freedom that you need comes your way, and that life feels open and wonderful. And I feel embarrassed for talking like this. Jay is editing this. I just need to remind myself. Thanks, Jay.
Happy birthday, Molly. I love Molly because she's like family.
Happy 40th birthday, Molly. We're delighted that you're part of the family and a wonderful nurturing mother to your children, as well as a wonderful partner to Jeremy.
And we wish you many more happy, healthy years. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Molly. We love you.
We love Molly's genuinely positive presence and how she set such a good example of being a wonderful partner, friend, and mother.
I love Mama because she takes such good care of me.
Molly is a thoughtful and inspiring parent.
Molly, you are an awesome partner, co-parent, lover, roommate, and friend.
Molly is beautiful and the best friend a girl could have.
Happy birthday, Molly.
There is hardly a childhood memory that I have that does not include Molly. She has been my friend for the past 36 years. my first friend on the face of the planet, and I couldn't love her anymore.
Nothing feels better than your beautiful blue eyes and your amazing smile. It always feels like home with you.
I love Molly because she is home. I love Molly because she is awesome. I love Molly because every time I think of her, I feel happy. I love Molly because even though I don't talk to her much, I know she's there.
Molly, may your horizons always surpass your skies, and may you catch the light of fireflies.